my horror night.
Welcome to the Last Video Store. I'm your host, Bud Haddonfield. And today we're going to take a break from our Countdown to Halloween series to showcase 10 awesome movies that was directed by the always amazing Jeff Burr, who recently passed away on October 10th of this year. Mr. Jeff Burr was born on July 18, 1963 in a native Aurora, Ohio. He was a name that I've known a lot when I was a kid because I enjoyed a lot of his movies. And a couple years back, I had wrote to him on Facebook because, like I said, he was always just seemed like a great person, great director. And he was kindly enough to write back to me and send me some autographed pictures. He had sent me this one of him and Vincent Price From a Whisper to a Scream, also known as The Offspring. So that's really cool. And then this one right here. So in this episode, I would just like to keep his memory alive and honor him by talking about some of his better known movies, 10 of the great ones that I always enjoyed. He did a couple movies for Full Moon Pictures, and one of them is going to be Spooky Town, also known as Phantom Town. This one was for their sister company, Moonbeam Filmed. It was all owned by the same person. But it was really fun. It was about 3 siblings and their parents go missing, so they're off to find them. It's a kid's movie, but it has some pretty cool horror elements to it. Charles Band, who is the owner and head honcho of Full Moon Features, he always knew how to make a fun movie, and he enlisted Mr. Burr to do 3 of his, and this one being Spooky Town.
When Sean and Michael's parents go out of town, they think the party's just starting.
You're not having a party, are you? No! Martin, look, there's a town.
But when they don't return, they have to go on a quest to find them. And what they find is a mysterious place that doesn't exist on any map. And their worst nightmares come to life.
Get down!
It's your soul that it wants. Phantom Town.
Another one is going to be Eddie Presley. This movie has Dwayne Whitaker, and he's like this rich guy who does Elvis impersonations or something like that. But one day he wakes up and he doesn't want to be rich anymore. And I think he spent some time in a mental asylum. We get some pretty cool cameos by Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell, and the actor who played Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, R.A. Mihailoff. It's a long last name. I don't know, I'm butchering it. But this was a really good movie. When I wrote to Jeff a couple years back, along with the autographed pictures, he sent me a copy of this. So this was always a cool and fun movie. It's not horror, but it's just as badass. We got Ted Raimi, Clu Gulager, Daniel Roebuck. He's always been a cool actor. Roscoe Lee Brown, and Lawrence Turney himself. And Quentin Tarantino's also in it. So yeah, fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the man, Eddie Presley.
Sometime we'll sell the business, we'll put a band together, and we'll go out on the road and do a tribute to the king.
Did I raise a moron here?
Wish time
Kid, you're good. I didn't just fall off the truck. I've been around the block more than once. You follow me?
So I got the gig.
I did it, T. I booked the gig at Darts.
Rock and roll.
Who the hell is he supposed to be? The king. Don't tell me. You're Priscilla.
Break a leg, kid.
I do my tribute to the king out of love, see. I hadn't been on stage in a long time. People have said to me, why do you call yourself Eddie Presley? It's not your real name, but it is.
Like the sun.
A while back, I had what they call a nervous breakdown.
I am an entertainer. I've played small to medium-sized rooms all across this. You understand? Huh?
I'm doing what my heart says is right. How's that wrong? How we looking on reservations?
Give out 3.
3?
Means 3.
Tough crowd. Thank you very much.
Next movie is going to be Devil's Den. This one was a whole lot of fun. It's kind of like From Dusk Till Dawn. It takes place in a bar, and it has like some weird demon strippers and whatnot. It's pretty cool. You got Ken Foree, who's always amazing, Devon Sawa, and the beautiful Kelly Yu. So check out Devil's Den.
They were out for a little fun.
Devil's Den? Dude, what's your sense of adventure?
Just looking for a good time.
How about a lap dance?
What, you're already on my lap.
But in this club,
I'm in the mood.
the only thing you'll be stripped of is your life.
How the hell did you turn into a flesh-eating freak of nature, huh?
Those things sold their souls to the devil.
You got any popcorn? Because there's gonna be a serious ass beat.
Super cool.
Now they'll have to find a way out.
Now I'm stuck in the recruiting center for the undead.
Because in this den of evil,
I can't believe I came to a strip club full of vampires.
the pleasures of the flesh
Vampires don't eat people.
are a matter of taste. Devil's Den.
And I came here for a lap dance.
Keeping the ball rolling, we're going to have Stepfather 2, Make Room for Daddy. This one was a whole lot of fun. Had Meg Foster, Caroline Williams from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and what was the damn boy's name? Jonathan Brandis. He was in this one as well. This was a follow-up to Stepfather. I think this one was much better in my opinion. I really enjoyed this one. So, yeah, check this one out.
Jerry Blake, Henry Morrison, and before them, Bill Crager, they all had something in common. They were all, for a time, happily married, and they were all the same man. What kind of man changes names like other people change their clothes? Where do your thoughts take you?
There was an accident, kinda.
Just about anything that you'd want in a kitchen has been built in.
Well, my last house had a basement workshop. I like to work with my hands.
Do you specialize in your practice, Gene?
Family guidance types of problems. Where do your thoughts take you?
Phil left a little over a year ago.
He's zeroing in on you, and he's ignoring everybody else.
Dr. Gene Clifford, this is...
Phil Grayland, Carol's husband. Why is he here?
Oh, he wants a second chance.
Why don't you ask Phil to stop by and have a chat with me tonight? I think it's time I cracked open this bottle.
Carol, what exactly do you know about Gene?
That I love him.
Make room for Daddy.
How do I know he won't come back again?
I don't think he'll come back this time.
We're pouring our hearts out to some guy who no one knows diddly about.
Come on, Maddie.
You don't even know if he's a real shrimp.
You're nothing!
Who the hell are you?
Would you let me tell her?
What are you going to tell her? More lies?
Carol, I have a confession to make. She's agreed to become my wife. You will never find a better family man than me. Don't tear your dress, sweetheart. I think we can work this out.
One, two, three.
Ariel Quinn and Meg Foster.
There's something that you should know about my past.
Stepfather 2. Daddy is back.
All right, the other two movies that Mr. Burr did for Full Moon Features was the always fun Puppet Master 4 and 5. These was cool. I really enjoyed these. I remember as a kid, these were two of my favorite ones out of the series up until that time period. So they go back to back with each other. Very badass, a lot of fun.
In a hotel on Bodega Bay, a team of scientists will discover a secret beyond their imagination.
For the moment, the secret of my magic and my puppets is safe. Maybe that's the formula Toulon wrote about.
A power that a demon
It's showtime.
will kill to possess.
The magic that gives my puppets life was stolen from a tribe of ancient Egyptian sorcerers who pledged their allegiance to the demon lord Sutek.
What Toulon stole from me, we must recover. Now, their only hope lies in Andre Toulon's deadliest puppet.
I am with you, Puppet Master.
Puppet Master 4, The Birth of Decapitron.
Now available on video cassette.
When Rick Myers tapped into the secret of artificial life,
It's the formula.
he became the master of Andre Toulon's puppets.
The future is yours, Rick, as well as the magic. Guard and protect it and keep it from evil.
Now, his new-found power will make him a pawn.
And you say there are 7 of these puppets still at the hotel?
Between a corporation
Now, once we're inside, what we're looking for are 6 stringless puppets.
and a demon from hell.
The others, are they still in the hotel?
Just pick up anything that looks like a puppet.
Something's not right.
One will stop at nothing to capture the puppets.
You think these things are dangerous?
Oh, please, not ridiculous.
The other will unleash the forces of darkness to destroy them all.
Oh, you are beautiful. We have their magic. They're gonna keep coming until they get it back or until they're stopped.
Oh my God.
Puppet Master 5, coming soon from Full Moon Entertainment.
Coming this September to video stores everywhere.
This one's a very underrated movie that don't ever get talked about, and it's going to be Night of the Scarecrow. I like to think that it's a loose remake of Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, but it's pretty cool. You get a dude that kind of looks like Julian Sands, kind of like a warlock, and the townspeople puts him in a Scarecrow and kind of kills him off. And years later, his little magical seal gets broken and he comes back to haunt the descendants of the people who imprisoned him. So this one was a whole lot of fun. Pretty ass gory movie. Yeah, definitely check this one out. You got Bruce Glover, Stephen Root. The little dude from Scary Movie, from Dusk Till Dawn. I can't think his name, but you'll recognize him once you see him. You have the very attractive redhead chick from Night of the Demons Part 2. A lot of memorable faces. Dwayne Whitaker shows up in this movie as a police officer towards the end. So very badass.
I saw something.
What do you mean?
It was an accident. What the hell else could it be?
But what if it wasn't an accident?
Jeez, you look like you just saw a ghost.
It's like they're protecting some nasty little secret, but nobody knows what it is.
This is hysteria running out of control.
2, maybe 3 murders in the last 2 nights. It's not being done by a man at all.
No, darling, they're all gonna be dead when we get them.
He has come back.
Dad?
He will become human again.
Dad?
No one can stop his power.
All right, we have Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings. A lot of people talk a whole lot of shit about this movie, but I've always enjoyed this one. I even like this one better than the first one as a kid. It's still a great movie, whole lot of fun. We have a whole lot of horror icons in it, such as Kane Hodder, the always beautiful Linnea Quigley, or a mile hell off. Yeah, whole lot of fun. Everybody knows Pumpkinhead. We got Punky Brewster in it. We got all kind of cool shit. Amy Dolenz, who was the daughter of Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees. Fucking Andrew Robinson, who was the killer from the first Dirty Harry movie, and he was also in the first Hellraiser. Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings. They couldn't leave Dead Enough alone.
A soul cast in hell,
It's like somebody's buried out here. This is a spell to bring back the dead.
aching for revenge.
Whatever that old witch has got buried out there, she wants to bring back to life. Let's help her out. Peter.
Waiting for the moment.
Entreat thy lord from far below.
You don't know the evil you are conjuring, boy.
To destroy his enemies.
Breathe life anew. To thy soul.
God help us. Kill. Whatever it is. Ain't none of us safe. He gets what he come for. Maybe what we're dealing with here ain't human.
I've never seen blood like this before.
It's him, Danny. He's here. He's gonna kill us all.
The sequel to Stan Winston's cult classic, which grossed over $50 million worldwide. Featuring the monster from the man behind Aliens and Jurassic Park. Starring Amy Dolenz, Steve Canale, and Roger Clinton. Pumpkinhead 2.
All right, we're going to keep going with Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. This was a fun movie. We got the start to, what's his goddamn name? Viggo Mortensen The Lord of the Rings and Hidalgo. He was a pretty good actor. He was a bunch of cool shit. But we also get Ken Foree, who's always a good time. William Butler from the remake of Night of the Living Dead and the Ginger Dead Man himself. He was one of the only actors to be killed by Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Jason Voorhees. So this was a fun one from the early 90s. Kate Hodge, wasn't she in that little She-Werewolf of London movie, TV show? But yeah, this one was a whole lot of fun. I wish we can get a better Blu-ray release of this. Either Shout Factory or Synapse or even Vinegar Syndrome. Help us out. Leatherface 3. Or Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. And it's fun enough that Kane Hodder was in the trailer of it, the old Excalibur trailer.
Coming from?
LA?
Going to.
Florida.
What?
Presley mass grave has caused the first ever traffic jam in the history of the interstate.
Looks like we're about here.
Where?
Middle of nowhere.
Come on!
Get the light. That goes this way.
Let me help you. We gotta move it. Did you hear that? We gotta move. They might find us.
What the hell's going on?
They hunt people.
How many?
2, maybe more.
Looks like you had a little mishap.
The last movie on the list is definitely my favorite of Jeff Burr's movies, and it's From a Whisper to a Scream, also known as The Offspring. It was a very cool late 80s anthology horror movie that had like a lot of just cool badass stories that are thinkers. This one's very definitely criminally underrated. Please check this one out. I think it is still streaming on Amazon Prime, but I could be wrong. Whole lot of fun. Vincent Price. Can't go wrong with that. Welcome to Oldfield.
Welcome to Oldfield. Oldfield has a long history of violence and murder.
It's as though the very foundation of this place was human suffering.
I'm too old for nightmares.
One thing I've learned, my dear, is that one is never too old for nightmares.
Here in a small American town, the horrors of the past have come alive in the present. From the grave to the swamp. From the carnival.
Oh my God, what's happening to me?
To the fields. From a whisper to a scream. Vincent Price, Susan Terrell, Cameron Mitchell, Rosalind Cash, Clu Gulager. The eyes of Oldfield are upon them.
How do you stay away from it?
How do you know that I did?
From a whisper to
to a scream.
Thank you for checking out another episode of The Last Video Store. Again, I'm your host, Bud Haddonfield, and Mr. Jeff Burr, may you rest in peace. You was a very amazing director and person. You would definitely be missed, and your movies will live on for generations to come. So, very sorry to lose you.
Michael Myers are the heroes on my past. Now the median is dying. Chucky and the zombies all up in cemeteries. So bring me back those. I wanna come back to those times when all movies were so scary. I brought